Some people will try to drag you into their storm. Some people will try to poison your peace. And if you're not careful, you'll let them. You'll give them the power to determine the temperature of your soul. But let me tell you something. Your life, your spirit, your purpose is not a playground for their chaos. You were not born to be weighed down by negativity. You were not born to be imprisoned by someone else's bitterness. Every day you wake up, there will be people who want to see you fail. People who thrive on your discomfort. People who smile in your face while sharpening knives behind your back. Toxicity doesn't knock politely at the door. It sneaks in, it whispers, it claws at the very foundation of your confidence. But here's the truth, and you better hold on to it with everything you've got. You don't have to invite it in. You don't have to let it touch your mind, your soul, your dreams. You see, life is not about avoiding people. Life is about learning the skill of protecting yourself. Life is about standing in the fire without letting it burn you. It's about walking through the storms of envy, malice, and betrayal without losing your way. And when you face a toxic person, when someone tries to make you feel small, insecure, unworthy, your reaction determines your future. Your reaction determines whether you are free or trapped. Listen carefully now, because this is where most people fail. They confuse confrontation with growth. They confuse anger with power. They think if they shout louder or fight harder, they'll win. But true power, real strength, is quiet. It's subtle. It's calm in the chaos. It's the ability to walk away while everyone else is screaming. It's the ability to keep your soul clean while the world tries to smear it with mud. You will face people who belittle your dreams. People who doubt your vision. People who try to make your purpose their problem. And here's the hard part, sometimes they are people you love. Sometimes they are people you trusted. But love and trust do not grant permission for abuse. Respect is not negotiable. Peace is not optional. And if you let toxic people occupy your space, you are giving them control over the one thing no one else can touch: your life. So what do? You guard your spirit. You cultivate patience, resilience, and perspective. You remind yourself every single day, I am bigger than their words. I am stronger than their actions. I am not defined by their darkness. Your energy is precious. Your time is limited. Your purpose is sacred. And no one has the right to steal it from you. This is not about being harsh. This is not about revenge. This is about survival, and more importantly, it's about honor. It's about preserving the integrity of your soul in a world that will constantly try to corrupt it. Toxic people exist. They always have, they always will. But you have a choice. You have a voice. You have the courage to decide what you allow into your life, what you tolerate, and who you let influence your journey. And the truth, those who try to bring you down, they are not your problem. Their bitterness is theirs. Their anger is theirs. Their insecurity is theirs. But your strength, your clarity, your peace, that is yours. Protect it fiercely. Protect it relentlessly. Protect it like your life depends on it, because in many ways it does. Now, I want you to understand something. Dealing with toxic people is not about changing them. Don't fool yourself into thinking your words, your patience, your effort can reform someone else's character. Toxicity is a reflection of who they are, not who you are. And when you step into the battlefield of other people's anger, manipulation, and deceit, you are stepping into a war you were never meant to fight. So the first lesson is this: recognize it. See the toxicity for what it is. Name it, label it, understand it. Denial is a slow poison. Pretending that everything is fine when your spirit is under attack only gives them more power. A toxic person thrives on confusion. They thrive on guilt. They thrive on your hesitation. When you see it, acknowledge it. Face it. Look it straight in the eye, and then make your move. And your move is not to sink to their level. That is the trap. That is what most people do. They retaliate with the same poison. They fight fire with fire. Soon they are burned too. True strength is restraint. True strength is dignity. True strength is knowing that no matter how loud the storm rages around you, your mind, your heart, your spirit remain untouchable. You have to set boundaries. And I don't mean weak, polite boundaries. I mean unshakable, immovable, clear boundaries. Tell yourself this: I will not allow this in my life. I will not participate in this energy. I will not carry the weight of your anger, your resentment, your lies. And then live it. Show it. Protect it with every fiber of your being, because boundaries are the armor of the soul. Without them, you are defenseless. Without them, every toxic word, every toxic action chips away at who you are until you no longer recognize yourself. But here's the thing most people forget. Protecting yourself doesn't mean isolating yourself. It doesn't mean shutting down completely. It means choosing wisely who you allow into your inner circle. Toxic people cannot exist in your life without your consent. You may not be able to change them, but you can control your access. You can control the stage on which their drama unfolds. You can decide if they are a guest in your life or a permanent resident. And sometimes the hardest part is letting go. Letting go of people who were once close. Letting go of relationships that have turned corrosive. Letting go of the familiar even when it hurts. But here's the truth you have to memorize like scripture: letting go is not giving up. Letting go is choosing yourself. Letting go is strength. Letting go is wisdom. And the sooner you accept that, the sooner you free yourself from chains that were never yours to bear. You see, dealing with toxic people is not just an external battle. It's internal. Every toxic interaction tests your patience, your faith, your integrity. It asks, will you rise or will you fall? Will you respond or will you react? Will you allow bitterness to take root, or will you water resilience instead? And let me be clear, this is not easy. It is not simple. It is not a one-time lesson. It is a daily choice, a constant discipline, a test of character that never ends. You are going to be tempted. You are going to be provoked. You are going to be pushed to respond in ways that feel natural, but destroy your peace. But I promise you this: if you can hold your composure, if you can maintain your dignity, if you can protect your spirit, you will rise higher than the toxicity could ever reach. You will rise with a clarity that others cannot see. You will rise with a strength that no one can break. And the toxic people around you, they will remain trapped in their own chaos while you step into your purpose. Now listen closely. Strength is not just about endurance. Strength is about action. It is about using your energy wisely, about channeling your focus into what matters. Toxic people are distractions. They are thieves of time, energy, and joy. And if you allow them to occupy space in your mind, you are letting them steal from your destiny. Every moment you spend reacting to someone else's toxicity is a moment lost from your growth, your goals, your mission. So, what do? You cut the cords that bind you. You rise above the drama. You refuse to participate in games that are beneath your calling. You do not curse them. You do not plead with them. You do not justify yourself to them. You simply rise. You simply move forward. You simply invest your energy where it counts, into your vision, your purpose, your peace. And let me tell you something else. You are not alone. Every great person, every person who has achieved real success, every person who has walked with integrity, has faced toxic people. They have faced betrayal, manipulation, envy, and cruelty. And they survived. Not because they fought with fists or words, but because they fought with discipline, with focus, with self-respect. Because they understood a fundamental truth. No one can control your spirit unless you let them. Every day you are being tested. Every day you are given opportunities to show who you really are. And when toxic people show up, consider it a test. Not of their power, but of yours. Not of their control, but of your freedom. Not of their anger, but of your peace. And when you pass that test, when you hold your ground, when you protect your soul, you grow stronger. You grow wiser. You grow unstoppable. Because here is the final truth I want you to feel deep in your bones: your life is too precious to hand over to someone else's toxicity. Your dreams are too important to be weighed down by someone else's bitterness. Your peace is too valuable to be violated by someone else's chaos. And if you can understand that, if you can live that, if you can breathe that every single day, you will rise above the noise, the hate, the manipulation, and the despair. You will rise, and nothing can stop you.